Hi everyone, hope all of you are doing well. Today I'm here to share with you my top 5 tips. Some things that I've learned by myself, which have helped me to get things done, to get the most out of the limited time that I have, and not lose it. Because a lot of times we have so much to do and we end up feeling so anxious, and we end up feeling so stressed about things that even though we know how to do those things, we end up not performing to our utmost potential because we are mentally not in the right frame of mind. Or a peaceful mind and a calm mind is something that I live for. I don't want to feel stressed all the time. I don't want to feel in a hurry all the time. I don't want to feel lost into 2000 things all the time. And I have felt that way. I felt a lot of anxiety in the past. I felt a lot of pressure in the past of getting things done because I don't know what to prioritize. I didn't know how to do what at what time. Because I've been through that, these 5 things that I'm going to share with you today have really helped me stay calm and collected and getting the most out of the time that I have. I still wouldn't say that I'm perfect. I still have days where I'm extremely anxious, that I feel like everything is falling apart. I feel I feel that I'm under a lot of pressure, but I have less of those days now. Maybe it will happen once in a while, but in the past it used to happen a lot. So these tips will benefit everyone, even if you're working from home, or you're a homemaker, or you are working in an office, or you are running a business, or you're a student. These 5 tips that I'm going to give you are definitely going to help you out. So the first and the most important thing, like the most important thing, I cannot emphasize enough of how important this is, because this is everything. This first point is everything. You need to master this first to achieve anything else, and that is your health and the state of your body is in. Should eat up, you guys. Drink water, drink milk, have yogurt, eat your proteins, eat your carbs, eat sugar every once in a while. I have it more than once in a while, but fuel your body. It's just so important. And the second thing is sleep. Have enough sleep. Sleep every night, 6 to 8 hours. You guys, it's so important. It's so important. Try to sleep on time and wake up on time. It makes such a huge difference. Eat properly, sleeps. And the third thing, which everyone ignores, and a lot of controversies are also linked with this thing related to health, take your vitamins. Again, this is so important, you guys. Sadly, the foods that we eat just do not have enough nutrition to fuel our bodies. We need those vitamins that we sadly are not getting out. We don't eat enough fruit, we don't eat enough vegetables. So make sure that you take your vitamins, and get yourself checked every once in a while. So go for a health check, get your blood works done, see where your iron levels are at, see where your vitamin D is at, see where your B12 is at. These 3 things are so important for us women to check every few months, and fix them if there is an issue. So vitamins, take your vitamins, very important. The second tip that I would give you is allocating time to your tasks. This has really helped me out in getting things done. So what I do is, a day before, so for example, before the end of the day, I'll sit down and I will look at the list, or my to-do list, and I will put it for the next day and allocate time. So I'll allocate like 10 to 11, I have to do this, 11 to 12, I have to answer to these emails, then I'll take a break for half an hour, then from 1 to 2 I have to do this, and then 2 to 3 I have to do this. This keeps me on track. I know if I follow this schedule the next day, I'll actually be done with everything, and I give ample time to every task. ये नहीं होता कि मैं 1 घंटे में 10 चीज़ें घुसा देती हूँ कि इस 1 घंटे में मैंने सब कुछ करना है. No, I give ample time to every task, but I have a very clear mind the next day. I know कि इस दिन ये मेरे tasks हैं, ये time allocate हुआ हुआ है, and I can easily do all of this within the day, and by the end of the day I'll feel really fulfilled because I did everything that I was supposed to do. So allocate time to do things and try to stick to it. Sticking to it is the bigger issue. You can obviously make a schedule, but अपने आप को थोड़ा सा push करें, and once you actually start finishing all the things that were allocated to your day, you'll feel so great and you'll get so much happiness out of it that you'll actually stick to doing it again and again. So allocate time to your tasks. Trust me, it makes a huge difference. Third tip is prioritize. Now, this is something that I learned from my mentor. He told me that it's very easy to feel anxiety when you have a lot on your plate. So for example, today I have this list of allocated tasks, but then 5 more tasks come in, right? What do I do then? Because I had this list, because I just told you, right, allocate time. So I had this list that I was supposed to do 1 to 2 this, 2 to 3 this, 3 to 4 this, 5 to 6 this. But now I have these 5 more things come in. What do I do? So it's so simple. It's so simple, but it's so effective. You prioritize. So you look at these 5 new things that have come up, and you look at all the existing tasks you had, right? Or you look at all of your to-do list and see, अच्छा ये मुझे करना है, and then you prioritize. You say, अच्छा ये अभी होना चाहिए, ये कल भी हो सकता है, ये परसों भी हो सकता है, ये आज होना है, ये घंटे बाद भी हो सकता है, और ये रात तक भी हो सकता है. Right? So when you will prioritize, it will be very clear for you कि अभी मुझे ये करना है, तो इसका मतलब मैं अभी इसी पे focus करूँगा. I will not pay attention to all of those 15 things that I have in my list. I will only pay attention to this, which is the highest priority, because I've prioritized. I'll finish that and I'll move to next. I'll finish that and I'll move. So what happens is that when you prioritize, you take the fear out of thinking कि अच्छा अगर ये चीज़ मैं ना कर सका तो मैं क्या करूँगा, because you have prioritized. You know which is the most pressing thing that you have to do, and then you move to next. So you don't get anxious or you don't feel the pressure, because you've actually done the things which were needed at a certain time based on when they were needed. I hope I made sense. So this is something that I've started doing very, very recently. I thought I would never be this person who does this, because I'll tell you why. But now I'm this person who does this, and I absolutely love it. I feel like it has made such a difference in my life, and that's journaling. The reason I couldn't journal before was because I always had the paper ones, and I would lose them. I couldn't keep up. I couldn't keep them with me. If I'm like in my bed, I'll be like, oh my god, where are they? Where is it? The light wouldn't be enough. There had such petty issues with journals which were made of paper, but now I have a journal on my iPad and I love it. So there's this app called Good Notes, which opens the journals, which supports the journals. So you need to buy or download like a free journal which is available online. There's so many available online. You can just download one and this will open it, and it's amazing. And I'm gonna show you what I do. So this is like my YouTube schedule. I don't know if you can see it, but this is what I've done in my journal. But I'll show you my daily stuff. So for example, this was one of my days from a few days ago. I wish I could show it to you better, but what I do is that I make a schedule and then I color code that task. So one task was green, one task was pink, one task was purple, but this is like with the time of that day, and there are other sections in that place which is like, how was your day, what are you grateful for, your meal plan, your tracker, your priorities, and all of that stuff. You can put all of them in one place. And then I've also made another to-do list, which is like to-do list for everything that I do. I'm not telling you to go ahead and buy this. No, you can also use your phone. You can even use a paper journal. There are such pretty paper journal, like printed journals out there. which you can buy. But for me personally, with my life and with my brain, this has worked the best, and I love it. Oftentimes we have a lot of things to do, right? And a lot of times these things, the factors affecting those things or the factors involved in getting those things done, are literally not in our control. So in that case, what happens is we start feeling again, the anxiety kicks in, the pressure kicks in, the feeling of helplessness kicks in, which obviously affects our mental peace. So in that case, what I usually do is I take a step back and I tell myself that this is not happening. I tried, but these factors are not in my control, and I cannot let this keep affecting me. I take a step back, I take a deep breath, I take a step back, and I'll be like, I'll try doing this again tomorrow, or after 1 hour, after what, depends on the thing that is at hand, right? Depends on the task that is at hand. And I just stop. I stop worrying about it, I stop thinking about it, I just completely move myself away from that situation and tell myself that I'll revisit it in a certain number of hours or a day or 2 days or whatever that is, and then resolve it. What that does is that it helps me focus on all the other things that I have in hand. Doesn't stress me out, doesn't make me anxious, doesn't make me feel pressurized. It's just about having that conversation with yourself, telling yourself that you did what you could, but then these things are not in my hand, and I cannot let this affect everything else in my life. My relationship with my peers or my family, or my relationship with myself, my mental peace, I cannot let it take over me. And we all know that there's always a time of something, and sometimes that time is not right. Stop pushing it, stop being anxious about it, and again, come back to it later. So yeah, these were my 5 tips of how I try to get things done, feel less anxious, feel more productive, and just keep my mental peace intact. Great about all of them. Do try them out, and if you feel that they have benefited you in any way, do tell me, because that will obviously make me very, very happy. So that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video very soon. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Take care.